Hello and welcome to this little update, Cricbuzz Comm Box, coming at you at the 10 over mark of the Kolkata batting effort. Gaurav Kapur and Simon Doull here to tell you the score. We're going to say it as we see it. Well, when I say Kolkata batting effort, I think I use that word loosely, Simon, because I think they needed a little more effort.
They have not had a lot of effort. Some brilliant bowling, some really good bowling up front from Bangalore. Just some indifferent batting, I think, is probably the fair word for it from Kolkata. What I have noticed is it's that Brendan McCullum theory, though, and it's hard to chastise too much because last year, if you remember rightly, Brendan McCullum was asking Kolkata to play fearless cricket, to play aggressive, fearless cricket. And if we're in trouble, just keep going. And it's kind of the way that they are playing tonight. So what you will see, I think, throughout the season, if they continue to do this, you will see 200 and you might see 120, 130 now and then.
Yeah.
But if they don't continue to play that fearless cricket, they're not going to get the best out of themselves. And I think that's one of the things that I admire. I admire about his coaching style. And if he keeps saying to these players, this is the way I want you to play, you have a freedom to do that. So go out there and do it. And on the flip side of that, yes, they'll get some low scores, but they will entertain, and I don't mind that at all. So that's the key. And I also think that 140 is not going to win you this game. You need to get 200, 180, 190, 200. So I like the theory around it. They just haven't executed as well as they would like to have tonight, but haven't been allowed to at times either. I thought Willie was really good with his 2 tight overs up front, and then the other bowlers have chipped in nicely, and then Hasaranga. I mean, we know why they paid big money for him. They went hard for him, did Bangalore. They think he's a winner. They think he's a winner with bat, with ball. And, he's proving so tonight with that those figures of 3 for 11. He's been outstanding.
Yeah, there's a good point you make about Brendan McCullum. And the reason why it worked for Brendan McCullum is because there was, good shot selection. You can be aggressive without being reckless, right? I mean, some of the shot selection today from the top batters of Kolkata it's kind of been questionable, right?
Yeah, a little bit. It has a little bit, and that's the key. So we're talking about execution. We're not talking about the plan. The plan is right. The plan is to be aggressive, but it's execution. Pick the ball. Pick the right ball. Play the right shot to the right ball, and that's the key. And you look at some of those numbers there. I mean, Venkatesh Iyer is sort of supposed to be the more aggressive of the 2 at the top, but 10 from 14. He was tied up really nicely. I thought it was a good bit of bowling in the end to tuck him up. You've got to get him in under the armpit, Venkatesh Iyer, to me. If you let him free his arms, he's going to hurt you all day long. But, in second season, just think about some of the guys that are approaching their second season now. True. They know a lot more. Oppositions know a lot more about them. Venkatesh Iyer is one of those guys that not burst onto the scene, but, I mean, he surprised a lot last year. And now they know. And these surfaces, what I'm loving about these surfaces straight away in the early part, they got pace, they got bounce. So to get the ball up under the armpit, up under the rim gauge is an option. So I'm liking that. But, it's just around, it's around that execution and trying to get things right. But take nothing away from what Bangalore have done. I thought they've been brilliant.
Yeah, obviously, for the good news for Kolkata is that even though that scorecard looks very dismal with 6 wickets gone, if you want a pair that's at the crease for the back 10, it's Sam Billings and Andre Russell. You'll take that. They really hid Russell, didn't they? I mean, he couldn't come any lower.
No, they were trying to hide him away from Hasaranga, but then in the end, Sheldon Jackson came out and he lasted 1 ball of hiding. I mean, it's not a very good game of hide and seek that when it only lasts 1 ball, is it? But look, I mean, as I say, 6 down. So 7 and 8, theoretically, they're not 7 and 8, but they're at the crease. And it's Billings and Russell. They've still got plenty to go. If they can get them through to that, 17, 18 over mark before the likes of Tim Southee comes out, I think, there's every chance that we could see a blistering Russell innings, a 60 from 30, something like that. That's what they need, and that's what they'll be looking for.
Well, true. It's not over for Kolkata. At 6 down, you'd say it's over for a lot of teams, not for these guys, because they have Billings and Russell here at the crease for the back 10. And they've got Tim Southee to come in. He can whack a few blows as well. So Knight Riders fans hoping that they can get up to a respectable total. Listen, these two get going. 100 from the back 10, 110 from the back 10 is really not, too outrageous to think about. So they'd want that to happen in Bangalore. Well, they're going to try to shut this down. So expect Hasaranga to come bowl like Russell really quickly. All right, that's all we have time for right now. We're going to go. What were our score predictions, Dooley?
Comm Box curse is struck. Comm Box curse is struck.
Who we get? Who did we get?
Let's pay the Billings. Can you bring the Billings, please?
Harshal gets Billings on. Look at him. His fourth ball. And yet again, something that is short pitch, right?
Yeah.
Yet another
Cramping
one gets out, cramping for room up near the chest armpit. Well, we'll analyze this, of course, in depth when we come back to Cricbuzz Live. I would usually say at the end of the 20th over, but the way Calcutta's batting may just be slightly sooner. We'll know in a bit. You were watching Cricbuzz Comm Box. Thanks for watching.